Welcome back, Rich Minds. It's your boy Reno coming back to you with another video. And today's topic is gonna be 5 reasons God standing on business. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder for the chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, this video is based upon all the reasons of why God is standing on business. Now, let me go ahead and address the elephant in the room, y'all. I know y'all probably seen the most recent, thing that just happened between T.I. and King, right? Standing on business. Yes, sir. Somebody dropped it in the comments as well. But see, y'all, I don't really do getting into people's business, especially family business, right? But one thing I do is understand, right, and not get the revelation and the message from whatever just happened, okay? And so for me, this is bigger than content. This is more so about a message that I feel like everybody should understand. When it comes to you, God is standing on business. Yes, sir. And so with that being said, y'all, I want to go ahead and get directly into each and every one of those reasons. All right. But before we do so, y'all make sure y'all leave a thumbs up on the video as well as subscribe to the channel. All right. Now, chosen ones, the first reason God is standing on business about you is going to be this, y'all. You are made in God's image. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder for the chosen ones in the back. Understand this, family. You were made in God's image. So, Reno, what does that mean? You have the characteristics, you have the traits, the inheritances, all right? You have the ways, okay, of God. He made sure there was no mistake with you, okay? He made sure that you couldn't say that, man, I wasn't made like God. I can't do it like God. He said, no, I'm going to make you in my image. Therefore, there's no excuse. Yes, sir. Somebody drop in the comments and say no excuse. Understand what I'm saying, family? And so right here, y'all, in 1 Genesis, right? In Genesis chapter 1, verse 27, it says, so God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them. All right. So what does that mean, chosen ones? Listen, you were made in the image of God, man. All right. And then he took man and made woman from that man. All right. And so understand this right here, y'all. They both are made in the image of God, because if man was made from God and he took woman, okay, out of a man, that means that he replicated the process. He just differentiated certain things, meaning different body parts, if you will. Okay, different emotions, okay, because obviously men and women are wired differently, all right? However, what are you saying right now, Reno? All I'm simply saying, y'all, is this right here. You was made in the image of God. Yes, sir. Somebody drop in the comments and say the image of God, which means that there's no way possible that you won't be able to do some of the same things that he did, if not all of them. I'm not saying literally you can just, create a whole world in the snap of your finger. But what you can do is change your world with the shift of your mindset. All right. And so what I want you to realize is, with you being made in the image of God, you have some of his characteristics. You have some of his traits. Now, listen, y'all, you're going to meet certain individuals in your life who try to impute doubt, worry, lack, insecurities, and just low vibrational things all the way around. All right. Let me get you to understand this, y'all. Some people see, and the funny thing is, they can see everything that you have, good and bad, but they can't see nothing on the inside of them. This is why I say, y'all, it is important to self-reflect. It is important for you to self-reflect, right? You were made in the image of God. And guess what? They were too, but they are so busy worrying about you. Yes, sir. But understand something, y'all. God's standing on business. Somebody drop that in the comments as well, y'all. And we're going to go ahead and move on to the second reason of why God is standing on business when it comes to you. All right. The next one is going to be this, y'all. God's laws determines, okay, your failures and your successes, right? Let me say it once again, louder for the chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, God's laws determines your failures or your successes. So, Reno, what is a law? Listen, y'all, a law is a principle established by the manufacturer to guarantee the success of function of a product. Let me say that one more time. Louder for the chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, it says that a law is a principle established by the manufacturer to guarantee the success of function of a product. Yes, sir, God's standing on business about your success. But he also standing on business about your failure. Why? Because he says that your success is predictable by my laws. Your failures is predictable by my laws, right? Understand this right here, y'all. You have the law of gravity. You have the law of karma. You have the law of reciprocity. All those things, stands for something. If you don't obey those laws, either you're going to fail, right? Or if you do obey those laws, you're going to succeed. So with the law of gravity, y'all, if you fall off a 10-story building, okay? If you fall off a 20-story building, well, guess what? The law of gravity going to kick in, sweetheart. And you're going to hit the ground, and you already know what time it is with that, right? However, if you understand that, then you're going to do the complete opposite, take the stairs, or just be extra careful so you don't fall down. Well, what are you saying right now, Reno? Your success and your failures are predictable, and God stands on business about that. If you go out here and steal from a store, you can expect to reap what you sow. But guess what? If you go out here and give out, I don't care, 10, 20,000 turkeys, okay? I don't care if you're giving out, just back to the charity. You're going to be able to receive that back. It's not to say you're looking for it, but it's a law. And so God is standing on business about that. It's a lot of people, y'all, who looking for the shortcut to success. It's a lot of people, y'all, who's looking for the shortcut, to prosperity. They are looking for the shortcut. God is standing on business about that. He says that, listen, my laws, all right, is designed for whatever the case is to function, meaning a product to function, a service to function. Any living organism was designed by my laws to function, which means if a fish calls itself trying to get out and swim on land where there ain't no water at, well, my man about to die, right? And if a lion decides to roar inside the ocean, well, that lion is about to die. What are you saying? They are disobeying God's laws. And so it's the same thing for his human creatures. If we go against his laws, right? Or if we go with his laws, we're going to succeed or fail. And so what I want you to realize is, y'all, God's laws, all right, determines your success or your failures. It depends on how you roll with them, all right? Well, Brittany, what are you saying? God's standing on business about that. Understand that, y'all. Somebody drop that in the comments as well. God's standing on business, all right? And so that's a major reason, y'all, that God is standing on business, all right? If you're doing good, you're going to get good back. If you're doing bad, you're going to get bad back, all right? Now, for some people who get this misconstrued, I'm not saying that you won't ever get bad back when you done nothing but put out good energy. That's just the way it goes, y'all. It's called what? Life. It's just called life, y'all, right? I didn't make the rules, but that's just how it is. But for the most part, if you continuously do what the laws say do, you're going to become successful. That just is what it is. However, if you do the opposite of what the laws say do, then guess what? You're going to fail. And that's just simply what it is. Now, I do want to speak about this small parallel, and then we're going to move on to the next one. Reno, they say in order for you to become successful, you must break the rules, break the laws, right? I'm talking about general basic fundamentals, all right? I'm not talking about, break the law of gravity, something that depends on your life. Sometimes you do have to break the rules to become successful in life, but not the general fundamental laws, okay, that God has set out for your life. Understand what I'm saying, y'all, okay? It's about being creative and innovative at the end of the day. Understand this, y'all. The most important part, I hope y'all get on this, is that God is standing on business, all right, about your success and your failures. You have to follow God's laws to reach that destination that he has for your life, all right? So the next one, y'all, is going to be number 3. And that's simply going to be this, y'all. God won't allow them to harm you. Oh, yeah, he's standing on business about that. Okay, understand what I'm saying, y'all. God won't allow them to harm you. Who is them? Family. Who is them? Friends. Who is them? Your co-workers. Who is them? The people on your job. Who is them? Anybody who is allowing the enemy to work through them. That's them, right? Okay, and so right here, y'all, in 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13, it says this right here, y'all. No temptation has overtaken you itself, such as is common to man. But God is faithful, who will not allow you to be tempted beyond what you are able. But the temptation will also make the way of escape, that you may able to bear it. That you may be able to bear it, right? Listen to what I'm saying, y'all, right? Matter of fact, don't listen to what I'm saying. Understand what the scripture is saying. It's telling you that, listen, no temptation that's, coming over you, all right, will be able to allow you to fall forward. Not only that, but it won't be more than what you can bear, okay? And so understand this. A lot of people may be saying, well, Reno, a temptation can't harm you. Well, yes, indeed it can, all right? If you are not supposed to be smoking cigarettes, but you keep getting tempted, all right, and you start smoking them cigarettes, you get cancer and die, you was harmed, all right? I mean, the list goes on and on and on. But what I'm saying is, y'all, he would not allow these temptations to harm you. God stand on business about that. He stood on business about Job. He stood on business about Moses. He stood on business about Noah. Anybody that God has chosen, he stood on business about, right? And so he's going to stand on business about you. Okay? Somebody drop in the comments and say chosen. Make sure you drop in the comments and say chosen. Why? Because you are a chosen one. And these are the things that God, all right, has assigned for his chosen ones. He's going to stand on business about you. Listen, he's not going to allow no soul, no body, all right, to harm you. That's just what it is. Touch not my anointing. All right. And even outside of touching his anointed, he's not going to allow you to be touched anyway, because you are one of those who are obeying his commandments, right? He favored those who, abide in showing their obedience to his laws, right? God won't allow them to harm you. He's standing on business about that. All right. Understand what I'm saying, y'all. So the next one, number 4, it's going to be this, family. You will live abundantly, right? Let me say it louder for the chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, you will live abundantly, right? I mean, I don't understand how people don't realize that God has a lot more for them, okay? A lot of people feel like they was brought here to pay bills and die, raise kids. I understand, right? However, listen, y'all, God wants you to live an abundant life. There's nothing wrong with you being successful. There's nothing wrong with you being financially well off. It is nothing wrong, okay, with you, taking your finances and taking your life serious. There's nothing wrong with that, right? And so, in our community, y'all, wealth, success, money is looked down upon. However, I just want you to realize God wants you to live abundantly. Now, abundance is much more than just money, okay? If all you got is money, then you're a very poor person, okay? I just want to say that. If all you have is money, then you are a very poor person, all right? If you don't have no relationships, right? If you don't have any, wealth and resources outside of money, then you're a poor person. If you don't have, the rich mentality, the things that I always preach, y'all, being rich in spirit, you have to have wealth in all aspects of your life, all right? It's a lot of multi-millionaires, billionaires, y'all, who don't have family, and they're poor. Listen, I don't think y'all heard me. They are billionaires, but they are poor because they don't have any relationships. They don't have, nobody to share the wealth with. And you don't want to be that person. So when I speak of abundance, don't get it twisted, y'all. Yeah, we're talking about some success. We're talking about finances. We're talking about having wealth in all aspects. Absolutely. Don't get it twisted, y'all. However, I'm talking about every single aspect of your life, because you don't want to be the person with all the money in the world, but you can't even share it with your own mama. You can't even share it with your own, whoever. And I get it, y'all. People are jealous. Don't get it twisted. I realize that. But I'm just talking about just having at least one person that you can trust, one person who cares about you, right? At least one person, okay? And so all I want you to realize is, y'all, God came to give you life and life more abundantly, all right? Don't take that for granted, y'all. God came to give you life more abundantly. So I actually have a scripture, but I also want to give y'all this quote. And so this quote right here is by Shanti Deja, y'all. It says, abundance is knowing that everything has already been supplied. All right. What is that, y'all? That means that everything you need is already on the inside of you. Why? Because God is your manufacturer and God has placed everything inside of you so you can become successful. You ain't lacking nothing. Yes, sir. Somebody drop in the comments and say, I lack nothing. All right. God has given you everything that you need. He is your manufacturer. All right. And so right here, y'all, in Luke chapter 6, verse 38, it speaks on it as well. It says that give and it will be given to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over will be put into your bosom. For with the same measure that you use, it will be measured back to you. All right. And that's what Luke chapter 6, verse 38 says. Okay. If y'all are wondering what bosom means, I looked up the definition. The American definition of bosom means a woman's breast, a woman's chest. Right. And then the biblical term means intimate, like intimacy, close. Okay, and so I hope they kind of give y'all a perspective of what it means. However, again, a lot of people don't realize, y'all, that giving is the secret to abundance. Giving is the secret to abundance. That's why God don't like people who give with closed palms. You know, they giving, but you really don't want to give. How can he bless that? He gives to those who come like this. Now, once again, y'all, you can't give what you don't got. However, God understands your heart. All right. Somebody drop in the comments and say, God know my heart. Listen, y'all, God is standing on business about that. He didn't bring you here to live poor. He didn't bring you here to live on your knees. He brought you here to become a lender. All right. He wants you to go from being last to first. Listen, he don't want you to be a borrower. He wants you to be a lender. You are a leader. Okay, understand that. And God is standing on business about giving you life more abundantly. Somebody drop in the comments and say abundance. Yes, sir. I know I'm talking to somebody. Somebody drop in the comments and say abundance. All right. And so with that being said, y'all, we're going to move to the fifth reason of why God is standing on business about you. All right. And that's going to be this, y'all. They will hate you because of God. Right. He knows this. This is why he stands on business about you. Right. Listen. They will hate you, okay, because of God. Why? They understand that you are a follower of Christ. You are a follower of God. You follow his ways, his commandments. All right. They understand that. And so a lot of people is going to hate you. However, he going to stand on business about you, okay, because he knows that my chosen one is going to be persecuted. My chosen one is going to be ridiculed. My chosen one is going to have to go through the same things my son went through. Sometimes spiritually, sometimes emotionally, sometimes mentally, right? Crucified in all those aspects. And so God is going to favor you and he's going to exalt you over those individuals, right? So they can't harm you. Yes, sir. Listen to what I'm saying, y'all. He's standing on business about that because he knows they hate you because of him. And so he's going to have your back. And right here, y'all, in John chapter 15, verse 18 through 20, it speaks about that briefly. It says, if the world hates you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. If you were of the world would love its own, right? Yet because you are not of the world, but I chose you out of the world, therefore the world hates you. Remember the word that I said to you. A servant is not greater than his master. If they persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they kill my word, they will keep yours too. Sound like a chosen one to me, right? Sound like somebody, who was chosen and handpicked out of everyone, okay, to me. But however, since you were chosen, other people are going to know that you're chosen and they won't like that. That's what they hate about you. And so God going to stand on business when it comes to you because he understands that he chose you and he realized the pressure that you have on you. He realized the pressure that you have on you, y'all. And so with that being said, y'all, we're going to go ahead and give this right here, a recap, y'all, because this is a serious and real thing, right? And so the recap, y'all, 5 reasons God is standing on business about you. Yes, sir. It's going to be the chosen ones. Number 1, you were made in God's image. Number 2, God's laws determines your success or failure. Number 3, God won't allow them to harm you. Number 4, you will live abundantly. And number 5, they will hate you because of God. All right, understand what I'm saying, y'all. Drop in the comments, let me know if this resonated with you. All right, and so with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and conclude with this video. All right, y'all can check out any one of the links in my description. Check out any one of my books. That's 8 Steps to Self-Publishing a Successful Book, Rich Mentality, Traumatized by Love, as well as Fairly Unequal. Also, be sure to check out any one of my memberships. That's my YouTube membership, as well as my Patreon. And don't forget, family, be sure to enroll into my social influence course, where I show you how to build up your social media platform, as well as become a self-published author. I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Keep a rich mentality. Peace. What's good, family? It's your boy Reno. Check this out, y'all. I just dropped my social influence course, okay? Where I show you how to build up your social media platform, as well as become a self-published author. Understand what I'm saying, y'all? If you want to leverage your expertise, okay, you got to publish a book. But not only that, if you want to get popping and build your community, you got to build up your social media platform. And so I put that all in one course, okay? And so all you got to do is go to the link in my bio, all right? And drop in the comments, social influence. If you want to build up your social influence, click that link in the bio, and we're going to get you popping. Keep a rich mentality.